Here's a game I made for the grandkids to play when they come over. Stick around. Welcome to Ray's Toolbox. I started this project with a piece of 3/8 inch plywood. This project is 14 inches wide and 24 inches tall, and then the front piece I had to cut down to 21 inches tall to make it work. I used a golf ball for the ball for the project, and I took a piece of 1x4 and ripped it right down the middle. That made it 1 3/4 inches thick, just perfect to let the ball roll on the inside. I chopped up the scraps to little pieces to help support the front piece. After all the holes were drilled, I figured it would be kind of flimsy. When I put the frame together, I glued everything together and then fastened it with some staples to hold it while the glue set up so I could keep it working. I placed 4 of the cutoff strips under the bottom edge of the top piece, and that helped support the edge. I just had to make sure they was wide enough for the golf ball to fit between each one. I had a scrap piece of tongue and groove that I cut down to size to make the carrier for the ball to fit in on the front of the game. Naturally, after I cut it out, I had some rough edges, so a few seconds on the sander took care of any concerns in that department. For this to stand up on edge, I put a couple of legs on it, drilled the holes, put the bolts in it. Then I had a couple other scraps from a previous project that I put the cross braces on to hold everything together. My legs were a little bit warped, so they actually hold them apart. I clamped everything together and made sure I didn't hit any of my braces on the bottom edge, and then drilled a series of a couple different size holes all the way across the surface of it. Next step, I painted all the pieces. I just used scrap paint that I had left over laying around in the shop. So I made the legs blue, the frame of the game board is red, and as you can see, the surface of it is a bright yellow. I did take several other scrap pieces and fasten them together under the holes under the center to help provide support, and I thought instead of nailing everything down, I went ahead and screwed the top on, just in case. I used a couple of eye bolts to put on both sides of the carriage, and then the upper corners of the game board, and then I had a piece of twine that I fastened everything together with. I put a piece of scrap board on the bottom of the face of it to help hold the carriage up. And then I took some dowel pins and cut them down to size, made a hole through the middle, and then threaded my string through that, tied a big knot, and that's what holds my handles in place. The next order of business is you can't build anything without testing it first. Make sure it works. I took a green paint pen and marked a easy path on it, and then and I took blue up the middle for a medium course, and then a red one to go around as many of the holes that I could for the hard side of it. I went ahead and marked the easy, medium, and hard in the respective colors, and this is what it looked like when we got finished. The legs work pretty good holding it up. If that ever wears just a little bit, I'll put some sort of a strap between the game board itself and the legs, so the legs can only go back so far. That way they won't start sliding over time. If you have young kids or grandkids, this is a nice little fun project. Spend a lot of quality time with them playing the game. Thank you for watching. I hope you like the little project that we have. And go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.